Hello, welcome back to another video. Really quickly, I wanted to say thank you for some of the recent subs that you guys have given. I know we're not sitting, at a crazy amount or anything, but I do appreciate any subs that we do get. And I think at the time of this video, we're somewhere around like 170, I think. So really appreciate you guys for, watching some of my videos and checking out our survival city. For today, I wanted to run down some of the things that I've recently done, and then we're gonna hop into another townhouse build somewhat. So recently, I have been working over here by this greenhouse, which is a pre-existing build that's been here since before the city was built, and I've worked on making a parking lot, which I did on stream on TikTok. So if you want to, watch me do some other builds on TikTok, I stream, relatively consistently. But I've been working and chipping away at the inside of the greenhouse, kind of updating it a little bit. And then I did get another townhouse right here. I do have to finish this one. I still got to put the windows, the roof, HVAC system, and the lights in it, but I'll get around to that later. And then I've slowly been chipping away at the outside decorations, so starting some trees, we got some lights and just a few other little decorations. But since the last video, I think that's all I've gotten done. I can't remember if I went over the Starbucks, which was the last build that I did, but either way, let me run you down what I have planned for today. Right over here, so next to this little factory building, which this is another build that predates the city, planning to turn it into like a small brewery. Maybe put like a keg on the top of this building and just call it a day. But for these two buildings, I am planning on kind of matching the theme that this one has. So I'm probably going to scoot these over just a little bit more. And I did have some more outlines here for some more townhouses, but me and my buddy, we were talking about it, and we decided to keep it clear so that there's a better view of the greenhouse from, some of these angles over here, because eventually, as you can see, we're kind of moving our way back to our first city. We got a couple things planned for the area, but it's still a little bit of ways from getting done. So probably just gonna do one, probably this one. So I'll scoot it over, try to match the theme that this one has, and then for this one right here, I'm probably just gonna do a completely different color scheme, just do another townhouse next to it, and then possibly try to finish up this parking lot real quick for the front of this, and then we'll see where we're at. So I will be time-lapsing this, and if you enjoy it, be sure to like the video and drop a sub. Okay, so here is my first layer that I decided to make. I had an idea for the building, which was I may split it into two different parts. So this first floor is all connected, and then I may make a second layer, and then the third layer, only half of the building will extend up a little bit further. So kind of like this, where you got this portion right here for this, and then there's a part that extends. So I may continue that on for this building. Not 100% sure, but so far I'm pretty happy with the window designs. They're nothing crazy, but you know, they kind of match the theme. I may need to figure out something for these blank spots on these corners, but otherwise it's going pretty good so far. And I'm just going to go ahead and probably make the second layer and try to get the rest of this finished up. So I'll catch you in a little bit. and there we go. For the most part, it's done. I still got to go through and add the doors and some lighting, but overall, pretty happy with it. Really happy with how the HVAC and the little duct system came out. Still have some plans, once this area gets a bit more completed, probably add some dumpsters and some other stuff around the building to kind of spice it up a little bit. But as of right now, I think that works fine, and it does, it matches the style for the brewery pretty well. For what the building will be, I guess, my initial thought is, since it's split, maybe this lower side would be like a little bar, since the brewery's right there, and then the other half can be like, office space, I guess, for the brewery. Other than that, the build's done. Hopefully, maybe at some point get around to doing the interior, but just trying to get the area built up first before we start cranking out interiors. For the rest of the vid, I think I'm just gonna quickly go through and try to finish up this parking lot, possibly get some lights in over here, and then we'll be wrapping it up. So I will catch you in a bit. There we go. Got the parking lot finished for the most part. I'm sure later on with this parking lot and the other one over there, eventually I can go through and texture it a little bit. But for the time being, ended up pretty good. There's only one more part here that I'm wanting to add, but I'll be doing it later on. And that's, I want to convert this little section right here into like a semi-truck docking area, and then I'll eventually probably build a semi-truck over here that's docked. But otherwise, got everything finished up. Unfortunately, not gonna start this other townhouse right here, but I do plan to keep this little gap in between the buildings since they're two separate things. They're not both townhouses. So pretty happy with what I got done, and if you want to see more, make sure you like and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one.